How's it going, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be, ending our career. We're going to be talking about the frozen dimension. The drama going around that, my thoughts on the situation, and is it worth your investment? And are a couple people maybe rage baiting for clicks? Let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and we'll start this off just by going over the blogs. I do think there's definitely some things that we can criticize here. Frozen dimension, what are the requirements? Well, there's two sides. There is the Annihilator side that has cosmic characters, turns into legendary and mythic. Just in gear tier. That's fine. Gear tier is easy. The next side, the Absolute A-Force side. Absolute A-Force and tech characters. And then that morphs into legendary and mythic. But it's not gear tier. It becomes Purple ISO 8. 3, 3, 2, 2. And I guess the final node is also Absolute A-Force Annihilators or tech characters. So they take out the cosmic option. And then make a Purple ISO 8, 3. So right away, the conversation turns into a, I'm going to have to deviate from my Odin plans if I want to finish this pocket dimension. And if I don't finish this pocket dimension, well, then I'm only going to get the first time no rewards for probably this entire side. And then maybe, up to Purple ISO 1 if you want to go that hard. Maybe Purple ISO 2 because you're going to know, like, some characters you're gonna bring to Dark Dimension, so you drop a little bit on them, but not enough. Like, say you're just about to start global hero section, right? That's definitely a thing. And I guess what you end up having to do is weigh the balance between the rewards and the cost. So what are the rewards? Well, we have a beefy 7 red star Sentinel. Okay. I'm gonna skip right to the shitty part about this, right? Last time this was Gladiator, and that was cool. And then we got a 2-diamond Gladiator. This time they switched it up to a 3-diamond Scientist Supreme. What the fuck?
Hey, give your balls a tug, you tit fucker. Shorzy.
That's Discopely. That's some letter Kenny, if you didn't know. I got a new soundboard. We're gonna have some fun with it. All right. With that said, the other stuff. 3 million gold. 3 orbs. 3 diamond orbs, 3 dupes, 50 direct promo, 50 direct diamond credits, 120,000 purple ions. This is enough for 1/3 of one character. 4 crystal orb fragments for purple ISO. That's garbage. 30,000 battle credits. I think this is actually pretty good. I think they added this after the fact. That's a lot of shards for the current Orcus team that's in there, or for endgame Thanos. I think they cost, 5 shards for 4,000 or something like that? So that becomes, oh god, I don't even know, whoa, my head hurts. Sorry, I'm sick. I can't do the math. I think it's 25 shards or something like that, right? Maybe 35. 50,000 snow globes. They should just make this 3 million gold, right? Don't force us into using your snow globes. Give us a 3 million gold. And if we want to, then we can go ahead and buy it in your store. And then Crimson Gear. 5 mini uniques. Why isn't this 20? This should be 20. This is kind of concerning, right? This should be 20, enough for 1 piece on 1 character of every origin trait. I think that'd be fair. Glossed over this. This should be Sentinel. This should not be Scientist Stream. Scientist Stream doesn't vastly benefit from these diamonds. The last character we had, I believe, was it Mr. Fantastic? Well, it's Gladiator first. He definitely benefits. Before that was Mr. Fantastic. Definitely benefits. And before that, I don't know, was it Ghost Spider? She benefits too. Those were great characters. This is a trash character. I did see a weird argument, though, and I wanted to touch on this. Somebody was saying, even if it was Sentinel, that's a trash award because Sentinel is going to be farmable soon. I literally stopped for a second and I thought about messaging this person, but I realized that their brain rot was so entrenched that I would only get more sick from breathing in those fumes. Okay? To say that a character that is about to be farmable, that is not in the direct diamond promo store yet, so you can't even buy their promos, would be a bad reward because free-to-play are going to be able to farm him up soon. I don't understand that argument. That is a stupid person argument. So scratch that. But it doesn't matter because they put Scientist Stream in there because they hate us. All right, 5 mil gold, 5 diamond orbs. The remainder of the purple ions, you would need to bring 1 character up. 8,000 orb fragments, Battle World credits, and another 3 million gold worth of these snow globes. And then for the Crimson Gear, they up the ante, 10 whole pieces. So the first time rewards for clearing both the first time and the time rewards aren't enough for 1 piece of origin gear on every class. Seems lackluster, but hey, maybe they make the difference up when we get to the in-game nodes. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. It looks like my mirror got all messed up. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So the first node is going to have Sentinel Shards. Great, because that's battle rule currency you can save for when the Night Stalkers get put in there, presumably. These nodes are all super easy. This is a ridiculous thing. Like, this 100% should just be Crimson Gear. This should be 100. 50 L4 training materials don't go far enough. This should be 100. I don't know, like, at least, right? I mean, nobody even needs this crap, but it should be 100. What is this? This is 150,000 gold worth of snow globes? Just give us the gold. What are you doing? Again, Crimson training materials. Let's go next. 25 Nimrod shards is nice. This is now 300,000 gold worth of snow globe. Just give us the gold. People complain about gold. They don't always want to use your store for it. That would have been good. Oh, is it all repetitive? Oh, here we go. What kind of orb? Oh, Path to Miss Marvel Classic. 1 shard, 2 shard, 3 shard. Everyone with a horseshoe up their ass gets 100. I don't like these orbs. I don't. Especially just one of them. If this was 5 of them, I'd be like, oh, that's kind of fun. I look at it like, you know, at the mall, when you were a kid and your parents used to buy that little card and you'd peel the things off, and it was a loser every time, but they cost $2. Like, but if you had 5 of them, it was fun to sit on the bench and open it up while your mom smoked indoors and cursed you. I'm just kidding. That didn't happen to me, but I'm sure it happened to some people. That would be more fun, right? If we got to open up 5 instead of 1. Yeah. Also, training materials, this should be 100. Okay. All right, 25 Mega Sentinels. We're getting 25, so in the 2 runs, we're going to get 50. Good. Another 300,000 gold. Just give us the gold, man. Again, should be Crimson, should double the training materials. This should be 250. Again, it's just ridiculous that it's 25. This should be 300,000 gold. This should be 10 orbs, or sorry, 5 orbs. This shouldn't be 100. We'll go to the next section. Oh, are we getting 25 across the board again? We are. Okay, so over the 2 runs, we're going to be getting 100 shards for the Orcus card. That's great. They'll save you a lot of battle roll currency if you do the 2 runs. If not, you might be stuck getting not a lot of shards. You're going to have to make your decision, right? All right, the other rewards looks all the same. So the same sort of comments I would make, like give us the gold, don't give us the snow globes, double the training materials, times 10 all the catalysts, giving 25. Giving 50 catalysts is an insult. Give 500. Make it fun, right? Oh my god, we're going to get 5 Miss Marvel Classic shards. It's basically an unlock, guys. Okay. This is not her event. That's fine. Again, only 1 orb. Trash. What is this? Best of 2024 Diamond Orb Fragments. Isn't this the Snow Globe Orb? They're going to give us times 400. What does that even equate to? It doesn't tell us. If I were to buy it and I have nothing, will it tell me then? No, because I'm still going to have 7,000. Okay. It doesn't say the other reason. Okay, here's the thing. Maybe that's supposed to be 4,000, or maybe this orb only costs 200. And they're letting us open 2 of them, or maybe it costs 400, letting us open 1 of them. I don't know. That's a stupid number, though. I don't know why they wouldn't just keep it online. Also, I just wasted all my snow globes. Okay, as far as the rewards go, when I think of the first time rewards, think about getting the 100 Orcus shards. No purple ISO on the ions on the nodes. No real gold. They substitute for snow globes. Whew. Having to break yourself off from whatever your plan was for Odin, is that going to be worth it? Because let's just take, for instance, somebody who's in global hero section. Well, for the tech nodes, like I would just recommend you bring in maybe Kahori. Even if you just have a 3-star Kahori, I think she'd be great, and she would hit all the sections. But then I would probably say Orcus at that point, right? Because you'd have 2 options. You could go Kahori, Wasp, Ironheart, boom, you can do all the nodes. Will you beat all the nodes? I don't know. I don't see war buffs anywhere. That's another rumor I heard. There's war buffs going to be active. Where did that come from? I don't see it here. I didn't see it on the nodes in game anywhere. Am I wrong? It's not here. Is it on the later ones? No. 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 I don't see war active anywhere. I don't know where that rumor came from. But that is an option. If you just want to do just the absolute 84 members you have, if you court for Kahori, and if you have the other 2 built up, you could do that. I actually think you'd probably get through the nodes. And this brings me to, I guess, looking at the nodes, but before, before we even look at the notes, let's look at if you wanted to bring characters that you're going to use for Dark Dimension 8 through the lens of somebody who's on Global Bio. Tech characters, that's going to be your Orcus team, right? That'd be your Lady Deathstrike. If you only wanted to bring 3, Sentinel, Scientist Supreme. You wouldn't bring Nimrod. You want your tank. You want all those bots. It's going to help you out a lot. And you could do just these 3 if you wanted to, I suppose, as well. It's up to you. But they, after like skimming through the notes, I think they'd actually be fine. Yeah, I think they would just be fine. And then I do think if you court for Kahori, just bring her, and you'll be able to shave off 1 legendary or 1 mythic character when we get to those sections. But speaking of legendary mythic characters, if you wanted to do something crazy, you can bring Green Goblin. He's a tech character and a legendary character, so he double dips. He was horrible in Dark Dimension 8, but he's great in Crucible and War. I don't regret leveling him up. Purple ISO for me. I did use him on my second run Dark Dimension 8. That leads us to Old Man Logan, who is the hyper carry of the team. I would just do Old Man Logan, right? He's going to wreck. You're going to use him. He's useful in raids. Just an all-around great character. I would also do Shadow King. They're not a bad war team by any means. I know people are saying that. They just gave all of us the Awakened abilities, so it's fine now. Yeah, just use them on offense. Don't use them on defense. That's stupid. Alternatively, you can do Kahori with like Old Man Logan, Shadow King, and just bench Goblin, I guess, if you want. That'd work too. I think those are definitely some options for you. The Mystic section, again, if you have Kahori, great. And then I would do Apocalypse, because you're going to use him in the Global Villain section. And then maybe Mephisto, because you're going to use him in the Mystic section. And with those 3 characters, I think you'd actually get through the nose. I mean, I know a lot of people are screaming about these nodes, but I just want to remind you about what Pocket Dimension is. This Pocket Dimension is in one of 2 ways. It's going to be stupid, boring AutoFest, or it's going to be way too hard. Or maybe, just maybe, Scopely finally found a way to make it probably too easy, but at least interesting. Look at this node. Does this node look familiar to you guys? We've seen this node in every single Pocket Dimension so far. This is the node that broke the game. This is the node that made them take down Pocket Dimension, rework everything that it was, and you know how they make this node doable? They give you Apocalypse and they give you Skrull. Those characters just hop in beside you. Whoop! Hi guys, we're here. They're there. I think, I have not play tested this yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. I've asked, I hope so, because I see all this rage. I'm like, are you guys stupid, or is this a rug pull and this is going to be fun? We'll have to wait and see. But I look at these other nodes. If you have your Orcus characters, or even a 3 Red Star Kahori with Purple ISO here, and she's level, let's not even say 100, let's say 95, gear tier 18. She's going to have more stats than these guys. She's going to run over them, okay? Same with this node here. You'd go in with Orcus. If you have Kahori, she would one-shot the Blade, and your Lady Deathstrike. Actually, Lady Deathstrike would probably just kill everybody, right? Yeah. You can just let the Blade hit off into whatever taunting minion the Sentinel has up. It's a Dark Dimension. You can reset the node until that guy's away, right? Blade one-shots him, then Lady Deathstrike goes and she kills everybody. Problem solved. Again, War Rules are not active, so I don't really see the danger in Ares. He's kind of trash. I'm not getting a Safeguard on spawn. Ooh, watch out. Alright, this node. Hey, we got a Dormammu with a Mephisto. I mean, Mephisto's scary, but he's also 300,000 power. And he's countering Dormammu on his own team. Right? Skrull's going to drop in after the fact. You can see here. These guys have 2 and 2, so this is 8 characters. I don't think they're going to throw 9 characters at us right away. So you'll have momentum when Skrull drops in. You'll just one-shot him. Okay. I wonder if Mephisto is actually going to be a problem here. The other characters don't look super scary. Scientist Supreme will flip all their stuff. Actually, I guess we'll have Trauma. I wonder if you'll be able to kill the Cloak and Dagger with Lady Deathstrike. I think the hardest thing so far is just going to be maintaining Lady Deathstrike cooldowns and Scientist Supreme cooldowns from node to node. Again, not too scared about this. Endgame Thanos is kind of annoying. Goblin, he's not coming in with Crucible buffs or anything like that. Logan, have you ever tried to use Logan into Orcus without having an insane speed advantage? Well, he doesn't have it here. Might have a pre-taunt. That'd be kind of annoying. But if Lady Deathstrike has her ult up, and he's like less than 3 spaces away, she could theoretically hit him twice and one-shot him. Hell, she could hit him once and one-shot him if your Lady Deathstrike is big enough. If you don't have a big Lady Deathstrike, I don't know what you're doing. Oh, the neutered Black Knight. Literally the neutered Black Knight. They bring him to the vet, and they say, put your legs up, and they cut off his defense up, and they cut off his trauma on his passive. They cut off the bleeds and they cut off the heal block. They don't actually cut off the bleeds. There's lots of blood. He's trash in PvE, and I'm here for it because we don't want a good Black Knight. And look, there's so many of them. Other than that, like, you'll have momentum going into these nodes. I don't see an issue with that. And we're not at any kind of purple ISO 3 yet. Apocalypse, Solo Apocalypse. The rest of these characters are really slow compared to Lady Deathstrike and Scientist Supreme. So I think your Lady Deathstrike will probably kill everybody. Honestly, I think a special targeting that Apocalypse will kill him and everybody around him. No bleed damage. Just, if you can put Striker or Skirmisher on your Scientist Supreme and Striker on your Lady Deathstrike, I think Apocalypse just dies. Just does not look very interesting so far. The very weak characters. Big jump up here. This is where they want us to have Purple ISO 2. Isn't Astral just such an amazing Crucible team? When they don't have their War or Battle Robust, aren't they just so good? Aren't you just always so afraid of them when you see them? Said nobody ever. Who cares? More neutered Black Knights. It's a goddamn Price is Right convention over here. Alright. Hey, look, somebody got a little trigger happy with the copy paste feature. We got 4 Kangs, 2 Iron Patriots, 2 Cosmic Ghost Riders, 2 Rogues, 2 Photons, 2 Man Things. I guess they're going to speed each other up. 2 Miss Marvels. Alright. Not scared. Not scared at all. I guess he doesn't even stop us from keeping our speed up outside of Crucible. Not too worried about him. Not too worried about him. We got another... there's 2 Apocalypses on spawn here at 420,000. Maybe they just won't one-shot this one. Oh, here we go. We actually see some real synergy on the node. We have Captain Britain with Hank. He's going to have speed up on spawn. That could be kind of scary. But we'll have the momentum. Right? We're going to have the momentum heading into this. So if we have turn bar ready to go again, Lady Deathstrike will just slash them down. Rest of the node, you know what? This one could be kind of tricky. I think this is probably the node where people take their first death. And then I think we should talk about that. What does it mean when you die in a pocket dimension? It might mean you need to heal. They give us heals, or at least they have in every past pocket dimension. Do you lose the event if you don't clear it in the first 30 minutes of the event? Don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. There is a 48-hour quota on this one, which is stupid. So we do have to clear it. I think you clear this in 2 days with the amount of heals they give us. And you got to remember, if you're only using 3 characters, you like to heal 3 characters. So your heals go a little bit of a longer way. I'm interested to see. All right, now this is where we start needing legendary characters. So we're off Orcus, but we need purple 3 now. So let's take a look at this. 3 SpiderMan paths. Ooh, that's deadly. What do we have for that? Gohori doesn't call an assist for Old Man Logan, so he's not going to go before them, unfortunately. Like, if she called assist, he'd be able to alter special them, right? Depending on what he has up from when he was used with Annihilators. That's another thing. In this mode, I think we're going to be using some of the characters on the Annihilator nodes, but saving their cooldowns for these 2 nodes. Absolute A-Force and so having the speed up is kind of scary. On the path. Watch, he doesn't have it to dumb it down. But yeah, I think Old Man Logan, if he gets hit enough without dying, because this is only a 700,000 pav. It's not a small pav. But we don't know if they're going to have real stats or not. That's another thing they've done is nerf stats like crazy. Oh, we might have other characters. What if we have Skrull on spawn here? And he just instantly stops them. I'm super curious. I really want to test this mode to see if that's right. Alright, okay, and then this node looks a lot easier than the last one, actually. I mean, we do have to worry about some Captain Britons. There's a Hank there, presumably on spawn together. Dormammu, but now we're a Mythic, so if we have Mephisto with us, it just doesn't matter. And the final node, I heard a lot of people freaking out about this one. Odin on spawn, okay. Looks like a couple pre-taunts. Now we're looking at Absolute Force Annihilators attack. Okay, so if we have our tech characters again, just so you guys are aware, Lady Deathstrike will kill this guy. If he is not more than 2 spaces away from these Sasquatch, Lady Deathstrike, ultimate. So we'd have to have her ult prepped. Hitting into this guy, who's going to have defense down from Scientist Supreme. The bleeds, the extra damage, this Odin's going to die. I've had it happen to me. New characters are stupid when it comes to the damage side, and not super stupid when it comes to the defensive side, unless they have characters like Agatha on their team to protect them. Alright, that seems fine. We got some fake Black Knights. Again, we'll have momentum heading into this scroll. The scroll is only 600,000 power. Okay, so something's wrong here. This scroll is 2 diamonds, 571. He must not be the proper level. What? How big is my scroll? He's 3 diamonds. He's purple ISO. He's at 900,000. Do they not have T4s? Is that why this looks harder than it's going to be? Because they just don't have T4s on them at that point? What if they're not rewinding for as much? What if this is not an awakened apocalypse? What if none of the apocalypse are awakened? What if these guys are actually Captain America's because that's how neuter these Black Knights are? What if this Mephisto doesn't go empowered? What if he just exists? There's so much we don't know here that they've always thrown this random crap into these pocket dimensions. So I'm not sure about how it's going to go. But I don't think they've given us an impossible task. I know a lot of people are saying that. Free-to-play are screwed on this one. People complained about Battle Royale being too easy, which it was. And now they're just going to give us an event that's uncompletable. They've never done that before. They've literally never done that before. The first pocket dimension, you didn't take much damage, and you had to set up interesting things to get through it. But there was the Quicksilver pit hole that you could fall into if you killed the wrong characters and you were looking at 5 Quicksilvers. I agree with that. That was a stupid node. I'm actually very intrigued about the gameplay here. But the question becomes, should you be? Both of my accounts can do this. I have an active alliance on my free-to-play account. I've never spent a dime on purple ISO. We go hard in Wars, which is now giving us purple ISO, I think. We go hard in Battle World. We got it to difficulty 5. Again, the account was only a year old. Same with everyone else who's in it, minus like 2 people that joined from the stream. And I already have Odin on that account. In fact, I'm already doing my second run. I've already brought up some luxury characters, purple ISO 3. So I'll be able to do that on this account with weaker Orcus, and that's exactly what I'll do to show you guys on the live stream when we get to do it. I'm actually very curious if this is going to go, but the question remains, is it worth it for someone who doesn't have Odin yet? Just, if you don't bring Absolute A-Force characters, right? Say you don't bring Absolute A-Force characters for this, and you instead bring tech characters, Orcus, because you're going to need them in the Dark Dimension 8. They're one of the newest raid teams, so you know they're safe for the next raid tier. It's going to be Extreme, Spider Society, and Hive Mind gone next year, right? So you're like, oh, Orcus is safe. There might be a purple ISO requirement on the next raid tier. Who knows? So we'll grab them, sure. Legendary characters, well, you've always wanted your Old Man Logan. Maybe you did him already. Shadow King is a good investment because of Battle World coming back eventually. TBD, maybe, subject to change. Mythic characters, well, of course you're going to need some mythic characters like Skrull, like Mephisto. And maybe you want to do Kohori just because she is an absolutely busted character. That's like, I think it's like 7 characters you'd have to bring. So if you're somebody who's sitting in Global Hero section, you don't have enough to do 7 characters. You simply don't, right? And that's because if you did, you would be stupid because you would have enough to do 5 characters and you would have started Dark Dimension 8 Global Hero by now. So it's not really tenable, and even if it was, the rewards don't balance it out too much. It would be a smarter long-term investment because you need those characters for the later section of Dark Dimension anyway, and then it gives you enough ions to do 1 full character. So it actually gets you through Dark Dimension faster, assuming that, you know, you've reset and you beat each node in 2-3 hits instead of doing like auto and you walk away like I do on my second account now, which like every node is taking me like 7 days. Then it would actually be a good investment for you. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about this one. I think, though, there is one solution to this that should be implemented right away. Turn this to purple ISO 1 for everything, right? When I say I'm on the fence, I'm not on the fence about this being bad or being crap. I'm on the fence about the justification to equip characters to finish this event. Because I think long-term it actually does propel you forward. You get a couple nice goodies, and you get to have fun in the game, which is what I value above everything else. But they should change all of this to purple ISO 1, right? Because if they change to purple ISO 1, you are still making a commitment to that character. You don't have to do the character at that point, but you are taxing your own ISO, and you're more importantly, you're taxing your crystals. If they want purple 2, maybe it's a happy middle ground, but I think purple 1 is enough. Because you're committing to characters. You're taxing your purple ISO enough. If it's purple 3, you're cratering your purple ISO and ions. And that's not okay. I think it should be 1. It's the holidays. It should be super fun. I hope it's hard. I hope these nodes do have super fun characters dropping in on us. I think about this node like right here, unless like What is Odin, right? What if they give us a Mephisto? Or what if they give us a Skrull, and the Skrull breaks the taunts from the Sasquatches and Lady Deathstrike and kill? Like, I'm super interested how this is going to play out. And I don't think it's going to be just your characters. I just don't. But maybe we're proven wrong, and you all hate on me for eternity for even having this sort of opinion. Actually, I know a lot of people are going to want to make some rage comments down below, so please go ahead. I'll read them. I'll entertain you. I don't care. And yeah, we'll play this live on the free-to-play account. Hopefully we'll be able to test it before, if they let us, in case something's broken, you know? But yeah, that's going to be it. All right, guys. So if you just want to go leave your hate comments now, please do. That's awesome. Thank you for, supporting the algorithm and everything. To those of you who aren't going to just hate the message I just gave out there, and you might be wondering, like, I haven't streamed in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. The videos have been very infrequent, and it's mostly just Envoy releases. No, I haven't quit the game. I don't know if you hear it in my voice. I'm super sick, but it's not just me. My wife has pneumonia in both of her lungs. It's bacterial, not viral. So my understanding is I shouldn't have caught it from her. But since she had to go to the hospital, and she's been there for 4 days now, I've had to take care of the kids, and Mickey, my baby, is super fussy and lots of separation anxiety. So I've been with him the entire time, and the kids, and going to school and lunch, all the stuff you should do as a parent, right? But when you're alone with the 3, it's tough. And that's made me sick. So it's hard to get onto these videos, but for something as important as this, I want to make the effort to do it. When will things go back to normal? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like until after the holidays. My wife is probably going to be in her own room now. So they say at least 5 more days to get better. And probably longer than that. So I don't know. They literally told her, like, we don't know if you're going to go home for Christmas, which is crazy because it started with, okay, you'll be here for 2 days. I don't want to start venting about it. You guys, I hope you guys are much healthier than we are. I hope you're very happy. I hope your holiday seasons is going gangbusters, super fun, watching lots of Grinch movies and all that. That's what I love to do, and that's probably what I'm going to go do tomorrow for the entire day. There's like 4 different Grinch movies on Amazon Prime now. Did you know that? Pretty sick. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.